Hayden Cross is the first trans man in the UK to become pregnant. This is what's been put out on the media. However, there have been several trans individuals who have become pregnant. Hayden has the first one to come out and openly promote his pregnancy. Hayden is legally a man by being able to change his name and his gender on his documents. But we have to remember, because Hayden has not completed his transition, that he is still biologically a female. So he has a normal vagina, uterus and ovaries. It's not unusual in the world now that many trans men will decide to have a child before they complete their gender transition, and they're referred to within the trans community as seahorse dads, because in seahorses it's the male seahorse that looks after the eggs, looks after the babies when they're first born. So we use the expression of a seahorse dad to describe the trans men who have decided to become pregnant. Hayden was in the early stage of his transition and decided that he wanted to have a child, therefore suspended his hormone treatment for approximately 6 months before becoming pregnant, and he became pregnant through a sperm donor and IVF. Hayden is an interesting position because on one hand he has demonstrated his desire to be a man by legally changing his name and his gender on his documents, and this certainly conflicts with his desire then to become pregnant, which is the ultimate expression of femininity, is to carry a child. Unfortunately, with Hayden becoming pregnant, carrying a child, giving birth to a child, is going to put his transition on a significant slow burn, because he will not be able to continue hormones until he has given birth and he's recovered from the pregnancy. And this also then as I would expect, is going to give him an opportunity to consider whether in fact he is going to continue with the transition. So or a lot of these questions raise issues about whether Hayden is fully committed to carry on with his transition into a male gender. Hayden has expressed this desire to be a man. He's demonstrated this by changing his name and his gender, but is carrying on with this pregnancy, and this is obviously a conflict between his desire for his chosen gender and his desire to have a child, and I would imagine that it is going to cause Hayden a lot of discomfort, anxiety, and he will need a lot of support of friends and family in order to get through this difficult time. Certainly, society's concern for the baby of any trans man, because we are still at the point where the number of individuals having babies in this transition period is small. We do not yet know the effects that would have on that child, from the very simple things that how is that child going to explain to his or her friends at school that mummy gave birth to me, but daddy's my daddy and daddy's my mummy, or it becomes very confusing for the child, and we need to be prepared for that as in our society, and to be able to support that child in the future, because this is going to become a much more common situation.